Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Kimmy. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hi, Kimmy. Let's wait for a few more people to come in. So, everybody, we're going to be reading. And I'm going to try. It's the only way I'm going to get to read this book is by having you guys help me. So, we're going to try to read Dune Messiah. Because if I don't commit to reading it, I probably won't read it. So if you share, follow, and like, let's see, get my mic. Hi, Anna. Hi, Happy Rainbow. Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3. So I am a former actress. I'm going to try to break into voiceover work. So I'm going to be reading to you from Dune Messiah. So I'll try to I'm going to definitely do this tomorrow as well, probably same time, 7 to 7:30, if that works for you. If you haven't seen Dune 1 and Dune 2, do not, well, you could. If you read Dune 1, then you'll be fine. But I don't want to give any, give any spoilers away. What's going on here? Let me get this sucker. Okay. Is that right? Nope, that's the wrong way. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Kayla. Please share, follow, and like. What's going on here? Ah, here we go. Okay. Everybody can hear me? So we're going to be reading Dune Messiah because I have to commit. I'm reading something else and I really want to read this. And if I don't commit to it, I'll never read it. So let's read. For those of you who are not Dune fans, Paul Atreides is the lead. Timothy Chalamet plays Paul Atreides. I should put. I wonder if I should put. Do you think I should put the book? Oh, I know what I could do. I could put a sticker with the book name, right? Let's see. How do I do that? Let's see. Not subscribe, not share, enhance. Come on. Stickers. There we go. All right. So let's look for Dune Messiah. Let's do this. There we go. This one. Reading Dune Messiah. Let's get rid of the welcome because it's not enough words. So reading Dune Messiah. How's everybody doing? I'm in New York. Where are you from? Okay, here we go. Hi, Gabriella. Hi, Justine. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Hi, everybody. Yes, come on in. Share the live. Let's share the live. Let's do hashtag Dune. Hello, hello. Sweet Angel. Lindsay. Blanche Denise. Okay. Introduction. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please share, follow, and like. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. We'll be reading Dune Messiah. I am a up and coming voice artist, God willing. So I'm committed to reading this, and the only way I can finish it is by reading it with you guys. So please come on, share the live. Hi, Steph. Let me know where you're from. I'm in New York, and this will help me develop my voice for some voiceover work. And my cat is behind me making noise. Well, welcome. Share the live, please. Let's get a bunch of people in here. Okay. Introduction. Let's see. Just before the first sequel to Dune was published in 1969, it ran in installments in the science fiction magazine Galaxy. The serialized Dune Messiah was named Disappointment of the Year by the satirical magazine National Lampoon. The story had earlier been rejected by analog editor John W. Campbell, who, like the Lampooners, loved the majestic, heroic aspects of Dune and hated the antithetical elements of the sequel. His readers wanted stories about heroes accomplishing great feats, he said, not stories of protagonists with clay feet. So that's the start. That's the introduction. I'll get to the good stuff. All right. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Steph. We are reading Dune Messiah. Hi, Jackie. Come on in, everybody. Share, follow, and like. Excerpts from the Death Cell interview with Bronzo of 1X. Question. What led you to take your particular approach to a history of Muad'Dib? Why should I answer your questions? Because I will preserve your words. Ah, the ultimate appeal to a historian. Will you cooperate then? Why not? But you'll never understand what inspired my analysis of history. Never. You priests have too much at stake to try me. Try you? Well, again, why not? I was caught by the shallowness of the common view of this planet which arises from its popular name, Dune. Not Arrakis, notice, but Dune. History is obsessed by Dune as desert, as birthplace of the Fremen. Such history concentrates on the customs which grow out of water scarcity and the fact that Fremen led semi-nomadic lives in still suits which recovered most of their body's measure. Are these things not true then? They are surface true. As well, ignore what lies beneath that surface as try to understand my birth planet, 1X, without exploring how we derived our name from the fact that we are the ninth planet of our sun. No. It's not enough to see Dune as a place of savage storms. It's not enough to talk about the threat posed by the gigantic sandworms. But such things are crucial to the Iraqi character. Crucial. Of course, but they produce a one-view planet in the same way that Dune is a one-crop planet because it is the sole and exclusive source of the spice, melange. Yes, let us hear you expand on the sacred spice. Sacred. As with all things sacred, it gives with one hand and takes with the other. It extends life and allows the adept to foresee his future. But it ties him to a cruel addiction and marks his eyes as yours are marked. Total blue without any white. Your eyes, your organs of sight, become one thing with our contrast, a single view. Such heresy brought you to this cell. I was brought to this cell by your priests. As with all priests, you learned early to call the truth heresy. You are here because you dared to say that Paul Atreides lost something essential to his humanity before he could become Muad'Dib. Not to speak of his losing his father here in the Harkonnen War, nor the death of Duncan Idaho, who sacrificed himself that Paul and the Lady Jessica could escape. Your cynicism is duly noted. Cynicism? That no doubt is a greater crime than heresy. But you see, I'm not really a cynic. I'm just an observer and commentator. I saw true nobility in Paul as he fled into the desert with his pregnant mother. Of course, she was a great asset as well as a burden. The flaw in you historians is that you'll never leave well enough alone. You see true nobility in the holy Muad'Dib, but you must append a cynical footnote. It's no wonder that the Bene Gesserit also denounce you. You priests do well to make common cause with the Bene Gesserit sisterhood. They too survive by concealing what they do, but they cannot conceal the fact that the Lady Jessica was a Bene Gesserit trained adept. You know she trained her son in the sisterhood's ways. My crime was to discuss this as a phenomenon, to expound upon their mental arts and their genetic program. You don't want attention called to the fact that Muad'Dib was the sisterhood's hope for captive Messiah, that he was their Qiyat Hadarat before he was your prophet. If I had any doubts about your death sentence, you have dispelled them. I can only die once. There are deaths and there are deaths. Beware lest you make a martyr of me. I do not think Muad'Dib. Tell me, does Muad'Dib know what you do in these dungeons? We do not trouble the Holy Family with trivia. And for this, Paul Atreides fought his way to a niche among the Fremen? For this, he learned to control and ride the sandworm? It was a mistake to answer your questions, but I will keep my promise to preserve your words. Will you really? Then listen to me carefully. You Fremen degenerate. You priest with no god except yourself. You have much to answer for. It was a Fremen ritual which gave Paul his first massive dose of melange. It was a Fremen ritual by which that same melange awakened the unborn Alia in the Lady Jessica's womb. Have you considered what it meant for Alia to be born into this universe fully cognitive, possessed of all her mother's memories and knowledge? No rape could be more terrifying. Without the sacred melange, Muad'Dib would not have become leader of all Fremen. Without her holy experience, Alia would not be Alia. Without your blind Fremen cruelty, you would not be a priest. Ah, I know you, Fremen. You think Muad'Dib is yours because he mated with Chani, because he adopted Fremen customs. But he was an Atreides first, and he was trained by a Bene Gesserit adept. He possessed disciplines totally unknown to you. You thought he brought you new organization and a new mission. He promised to transform your desert planet into a water-rich paradise. And while he dazzled you with such visions, he took your virginity. Such heresy does not change the fact that the ecological transformation of Dune proceeds apace. And I committed the heresy of tracing the roots of that transformation, of exploring the consequences. That battle out there on the plains of Arakan may have taught the universe that Fremen could defeat Imperial Sardaukar. But what else did it teach? When the stellar empire of the Carino family became a Fremen empire under Muad'Dib, what else did the empire become? Your jihad only took 12 years, but what a lesson it taught. Now, the empire understands the sham of Muad'Dib's marriage to the Princess Irulan. You dare accuse Muad'Dib of sham? Though you kill me for it, it's not heresy. The princess became his consort, not his mate. Chani, his little Fremen darling, she's his mate. Everyone knows this. Irulan was the key to a throne, nothing more. It's easy to see why those who conspire against Muad'Dib use your analysis of history as their relying argument. I'll not persuade you, I know that. But the argument of the conspiracy came before my analysis. 12 years of Muad'Dib's jihad created the argument. That's what united the ancient power groups and ignited the conspiracy against Muad'Dib. I'm just going to look how long this next chapter is, because I know I only have 10 minutes. We'll do one more chapter. Such a rich store of myths enfolds Paul Muad'Dib, the Mentat emperor and his sister Alia. It is difficult to see the real persons behind these veils. But there were, after all, a man born Paul Atreides and a woman born Alea. Their flesh was subject to space and time, and even though their oracular powers placed them beyond the usual limits of time and space, they came from human stock. They experienced real events which left real traces upon a real universe. To understand them, it must be seen that their catastrophe was the catastrophe of all mankind. This work is dedicated, then, not to Moadib or his sister, but to their heirs, to all of us. Dedication in the Moadib Concordance as copied from the Tabla Memorandum of the Muadi Spirit Cult. Muad'Dib's imperial reign generated more historians than any other era in human history. Most of them argued a particular viewpoint, jealous and sectarian, but it says something about the peculiar impact of this man that he aroused such passions on so many diverse worlds. Of course, he contained the ingredients of history, ideal and idealized. This man, born Paul Atreides in an ancient Greek family, received the deep Pranabindu training from the Lady Jessica, his Bene Gesserit mother, and had through this a superb control over muscles and nerves. But more than that, he was a mentat, an intellect whose capacities surpassed those of the religiously prescribed mechanical computers used by the ancients. Above all else, Moad'Dib was the Kwisatz Haderach, which the sisterhood's breeding program had sought across thousands of generations. The Kwisatz Haderach, then the one who could be many places at once, this prophet, this man through whom the Bene Gesserit hoped to control human destiny, this man became Emperor Muad'Dib and executed a marriage of convenience with the daughter of the Padishah emperor he had defeated. Think on the paradox, the failure implicit in this moment, for you surely have read other histories and know the surface facts. Muad'Dib Wild Fremen did indeed overwhelm the Padishah Shaddam IV. They toppled the Sardaukar legions, the allied forces of the great houses, the Harkonnen armies and the mercenaries brought with money voted in the Landsraad. He brought the Spacing Guild to its knees and placed his own sister Elia on the religious throne the Bene Gesserit had thought their own. He did all these things and more. Muad'Dib's Kwisatz missionaries carried their religious war across space in a jihad whose major impetus endured only 12 standard years. But in that time, religious colonialism brought all but a fraction of the human universe under one rule. He did this because capture of Arrakis, that planet known more often as Dune, gave him monopoly over the ultimate coin of the realm, the geriatric spice, melange, the poison that gave life. Here was another ingredient of ideal history, a material whose psychic chemistry unraveled time. Without melange, the sisterhood's reverend mothers could not perform their feats of observation and human control. Without melange, the guild steersmen could not navigate across space. Without melange, billions upon billions of imperial citizens would die of addictive withdrawal. Without melange, Paul Muad'Dib could not prophesy. We know this moment of supreme power contained failure. There can be only one answer. That completely accurate and total prediction is lethal. Other histories say Muad'Dib was defeated by obvious plotters, the guild, the sisterhood, and the scientific amoralists of the Bene Tleilax with the face dancer disguises. Other histories point out that spies in Muad'Dib's household. They make much of the Dune Tarot, which clouded Muad'Dib's powers of prophecy. Some show how Muad'Dib was made to accept the services of a Guala, the flesh brought back from the dead and trained to destroy him. But certainty, they must know, this Guala was Duncan Idaho, the Atreides lieutenant who perished who perished saving the life of the young Paul. Yet they delineate the Kwisatz Cabal, guided by Korba the Panegyrist. They take us step by step through Korba's plan to make a martyr of Muad'Dib and place the blame on Shani, the Fremen concubine. How can any of this explain the facts as history has revealed them? They cannot. Only through the lethal nature of prophecy can we understand the failure of such enormous and far-seeing power. Hopefully, other historians will learn something from this revelation. Analysis of History, Muad'Dib, by Bronso of 1X. So that was chapters 1 and 2. I'm up to page 10 of Dune Messiah. Stay tuned for more.